Oh,
Hey! Scott! Come here! Come on! Take the poncho up! Take it up!
Hi all, and welcome to the early evening Beans and Friends broadcast starring Kai Short and brought to you by Bush's Baked Beans with me, your host, Kai Short. We gotta change that name. Now let's get to some news. The Oscars are coming up and there are plenty of phenomenal movies that have been nominated. The nominees for Best Picture include The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Now, I have to say I have not seen any of these movies yet, but I've heard that the sound for Sound of Metal is better than the cinematography. I do have to say that we here at the show are honored to have been the only nominee for food-based talk shows, and I have been nominated for Best Talk Show Host with a name that does not start with J. I have also been nominated Most Late and Most Obsessed with Beans by my crew. Will I win? You're gonna have to tune in to find out. I'll win. In other news, COVID-19 vaccination rates are on the rise, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that that means we can basically do whatever the fuck we want again. So round up your crew, pack your Monster Energy and Plan B kills, because we're going down to the South Beach as I count down the top 5 things we're gonna do once we're vaccinated. Number 1, P-A-R-T-Y, because I gotta. So 2020 was a nightmarish fever dream of a year. It seemed to drag on forever, like purgatory, but with more gay presidential candidate, Tiger owners getting arrested for attempted murder. You know, just saying it out loud, it sounds like an actual dream. Can we get someone to check if Tiger King actually happened? Anyway, numbers 2. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you, well, you know. I eat a lot of beans, and I mean a lot of beans during my quarantine. And my fondness for Bush's Baked Beans has only grown stronger. I'm gonna keep eating beans after the vax, but this summer I'm gonna take these bad boys everywhere. We're gonna go to the Eiffel Tower. Maybe we'll take a trip down to Brazil and go eat in the City of God. All I'm saying is, oh my God, the sky's the limit. Number 3, ding dong, doors are licking. For over a year now, the CDC, Lori Lightfoot and Joe Biden have been telling us that we cannot lift the doors of the CTA trains because we might get COVID. But now that we got that sweet, sweet immunity courtesy of Johnson & Johnson, we can finally enjoy the things we used to do before COVID. Number 4, time to get back into shape. You know, we actually kind of enjoyed just drinking too much and Uber eating gyros from down the block for every meal while playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for 12 hours a day. But it's time to dust off the old running shoes and hit the gym. Who wrote this? I don't want to do any of this stuff. Jesus Christ. I'd rather not get the vaccine if it means I don't have to run. And finally, number 5, time for romance. Get together with that special someone and crack open a nice big can of Bush's Baked Beans for a beautiful night off. See? Yes. Whoever wrote this one is right. It's time for our first guest after the break. And we'll be back with my first guest, my assistant, Josh. Hello and welcome back to the early evening Beans and Friends broadcast starring Kai Short and brought to you by Baked Beans with your host, me, Kai Short. So, I want to introduce my first and only ever guest, Josh Thomas, my personal assistant.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Nice to be here. How you guys doing? Yeah.
All right, so
Woo! You're drunk, sir.
You do stand-up, am I
I do
right?
stand up. I do
Yes.
stand up. I sit down. I run. I do all the kind of stuff.
But you do stand-up comedy.
Yes, I do.
So what is that?
It's a stand up on a microphone. You tell stories, anything that might make an audience chuckle. It's a pretty good time. I like it. It's fun. I love it. It's a good time. I
All
love
right,
it.
and so I do understand from what basically nothing I know about you, and the very little I pay you to tell me stuff or talk at all, that you enjoy both the production and the performance aspect of comedy and television.
100%.
So tell us a little bit about that.
I'm a big fan of the on-camera stuff. I'm a big fan of off-the-camera stuff. I kind of like the full-rounded aspect of it. I would say my dream job consists of me like producing, writing, and hosting my own show. So I want to be kind of in all the realms of it. I don't want to just show up and like sit on a couch behind Beans. I kind of want to like go in, like, you know, think of like the marketing and like all that kind of stuff, the production value, and then move into the writer's room and then take the work that we've done and move onto stage. So I kind of want to do the full rounded aspect of it.
So you said you don't like beans, is that right?
They're good. They're fine. I like beans. They're a little nice snack. Good time.
So what do you like about beans?
What do I like about them? They're small. You can put them in your pocket. Yeah, they're a good time. I like them.
And what about the voluptuous shape of the bean? The
That's fine.
color mixing with the curves, and it's just sexy. Just the sexiness of the bean.
Yeah. Beans are good. I like beans. They're fine.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, because I know nothing about you.
Well, it's about time you asked.
ask.
Come on, let me hear it, guys. Yeah. Hi, my name is Josh Thomas. I'm born and raised in San Diego, California. I'm an ocean lifeguard. I scuba dive. I love to scuba dive. I've scuba dived in 3 oceans, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Antarctic. That's right, the Antarctic. There's cold things, there's warm things. That's the temperatures of water. I've seen a lot of stuff, guys. I've been 10 feet away from a great white shark in the middle of the night. Middle of the night, you say? Yes, the middle of the night. I scuba dive at nighttime sometime. It's a good time. You get down there, it's dark, you got a flashlight, you got a scuba dive tank, you got everything you need. I love to scuba dive. It's a good time. The ocean's really cool up close, right? You can see a lot of stuff. Like I said, sharks, fish, stingrays, bat rays. I've seen it all. It's a good time. I've been to Europe. That has nothing to do with anything, but I just want to point that out. Yeah, it's a good time. Let's see. I go to Chicago for school. Like I said, I'm born in California. I'm a lifeguard, but I'm one of those lifeguards that like sees something and goes, I'm on my break. You know what I mean? No, but I still help. I like to help people. As long as, like, you know, there's some people that you see and you're like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, there's sometimes you see someone, you're like, no, I saw you, you know, you did the whole thing where you lay out. I don't like when people lay out on the beach. I like when they lay out. If they can do this, you know, I'll take it. But this shit, close it, all right? No one wants to see that. That's why there's nude beaches. I don't want to see your gooch or whatever you got going on down there. Fix it up, all right? It's braided. That's weird. No one does that. So yeah, I don't like those kind of people. So if those kind of people get in the water, they drown, I kind of just let it happen. I hope my boss doesn't see this because I won't have a job when I go back home. I don't have a job anyway. I'm not a real lifeguard. I just wear the lifeguard shirt and I sit on the beach. So that's pretty fun too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a real lifeguard. No, I'm kidding. My parents died when I was 8 years old. I'm just kidding. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. I'm just kidding. My mom did not die. Just kidding. Yes, she did. House fire. I'm just kidding. Car accident. I'm joking. My dad shot her. I'm joking. I'm kidding.
That
Sorry.
was awesome. So you have a wife,
Yeah, she's here in spirit. She died.
but you still have sex with her, correct? You're a
If the Morts
necrophilia.
will give it to me.
Yeah. So how is that? How is your sex life? Really go into detail.
If I could use a movie title to describe it, it would be
don't use a
Glee.
movie title. Don't use a movie title or a show title. Really get into detail with it.
I don't want to do that. You don't want to hear
You're
that.
gonna do it.
That's sad. You don't want to know.
Do you want a bean?
I mean, yeah, I'll take a bean.
Well, then tell us about your sex life.
I don't need a bean. I can do without a bean. You don't want to know, all right? It's scary, all right? It's gross. It's just
You're into
just
beans.
me. It's just me and myself. It's not a good time.
And the beans, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that was Josh. Earlier today, I went on the street and talked to some real Chicagoans about beans. So when we come back, let's see what they talk about beans.
Yeah! Let me hear it! Go crazy!
There's nobody out here. You want to have some kids? Kids would be fun to have. Gwyneth Paltrow. Huh? Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow. Charles Manson. What happened to Chuck Berry? Fuck that. We gotta do a Trevor for his
If they
girlfriend.
don't respond to me, try a different question.
Alright, I'll say, you guys, are you on to QAnon? Excuse me, can I ask you a question? Beans.
What is it?
Beans.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about beans? Do you have faith in QAnon?
What?
QAnon.
Uh-uh.
And does the recent stardom of the new kid who plays Spider-Man concern you?
No.
No? Really? He's like 21 and he's like a big star.
Great.
I mean, do you think it's bad that American actors are doing the British immigrants?
What?
It's for the early evening Beans and Friends broadcast brought to you by Bush's Baked Beans, starring myself special.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
Oh, yeah, where's the lake? Right here?
Yeah, right there.
Sure.
You recognize it.
No.
Really?
Should I?
Yeah, I'm the bean guy.
Oh, you're the bean guy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'm with the bean guy.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. I'm going to go
Yeah.
fishing with the
Take a
bean.
picture of me. Give me more
Yeah.
followers.
My son is not going to believe that.
Okay, so I gotta ask, what's the whole bean thing?
Oh, it's legit.
Yeah.
I have seen this guy.
I really want to know what's the whole bean thing.
So we're doing
We're from Florida, so we don't know anything about this.
Yeah, so there's a big show here in Chicago called the Early Evening Broadcast, brought to you by Baked Beans. And I'm the bean guy. I host the show, 8 p.m. Central on ABC. So do you guys like beans?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great. Put on the button talk show. Here's Michael Murray.
Yes.
Charles Manson. Charles Manson.
What?
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this and then a screwdriver.
Pretty cool. That's awesome. Have a good one.
One more.
Thank you.
Wait, Kai.
Hey guys, back.
Here you go, my friend.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, so the cool thing about it is you unscrew this part in the back. There's a little screwdriver.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll need this.
And then this is a bottle opener. So you can open up bottles.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah, man. And my email address. So email me, man, if y'all put something on there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. So we saw that, and I have to say, I was underwhelmed. I thought more people would be psyched about beans. They liked beans, sure enough, and they liked meeting me and taking pictures with me, but it doesn't have the fulfillment that I wish it had. I've done this for so many years. I've done this for everyone in the bean community. I've done this for like 7 years. For all the bean counters and everyone in the bean society and economy. The bean market has been stagnant for so long, and I thought me doing this show and bringing the news about Bush's baked beans and how it's seasoned with bacon and brown sugar and has all this good stuff in you. It makes you fart. What is better than that? Sneaking up a room that no one cares about, and that makes no one want to be around you. But by doing this show, I thought I'd break the stigma. But I've done this, and I've put my heart and soul into it, and still nothing. Bush's baked beans doesn't even respond to our email or let us know that we get it, and it's just, it breaks my heart, and I don't know how much longer I can do this without some form of recognition. I've done this, you know what? I quit. I can't do this anymore.
Welcome back. This is the beans. Kai left, so we're we're gonna see who can host the show from now on. Kai hosted for a good 7 years, paid his dues, We're gonna miss him, kinda. We're gonna decide who the next host of the show is gonna be. It's gonna be between Ava and Joe here. We're gonna play a game called Line Please. I'm gonna read a movie quote. They're gonna have to finish the quote, say the name of the movie in order to get a point. Winner is going to host the show for the next 7 years. You guys excited? You guys ready?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it seems like it. Okay. All right, first quote up on the board. You're a wizard.
Harry.
From
Yeah. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I believe that's probably right. It just says Harry Potter here. We're gonna give you that one. I should write your names up here: Joe, Ava, and Joe's gonna start it off with 1 big point to start the show. All right. Next quote. Still anyone's game. I'll be.
Beep back the Terminator.
Ding, ding, ding. Point number 2. I'll be back. Joe off to a hot start. 2 points on the board. Ava could still come back though. Let's see, I'm not sure. You need to look in her eyes. It doesn't look like she wants to host the show. But All right. I can't read that. One does not simply walk into Mordor. One does not simply walk into Mordor.
It.
That's the end of the quote. Just name the movie.
Lord of the Rings? I don't know.
That's correct.
Okay, yeah.
Joe's got 3. All right, on the board. Joe's kind of running away with it, Ava. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah?
No, yeah.
Seems okay. All right. Quote number 4. I've got a jar. I'll read the whole thing. I've got a jar of dirt.
Of a dirt?
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, no one is going to get that one. That's from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've got a jar of dirt. And Joe, it looks like you're going to win this time. Joe.
I forgot my beans.
Thank you, Kai. All right, Joe, you're going to be the host of the show. Okay, we'll see you next week. Got anything